All right, just gonna hop right in. Don't have a lot of time today, but I did want to share this with you, and I hope this helps somebody who is struggling with this, and just know that you're not alone, but it is something that is important to tackle before you start seeing a lot of success. So that would be being comfortable with who you are as a person in every stage of your journey. So it doesn't mean that you have to be comfortable with what you look like, or it doesn't mean that you can't strive to be better and be healthier and improve. It just means that at every single stage, no matter if you're 200 pounds or you're 100 pounds or whatever, wherever you are, you need to be comfortable with where you are and who you are as a person, because that helps you appreciate. Then when you do make improvements and you do see results, it really makes you appreciate it even more. Because I think that if you get stuck in not appreciating where you are, not being grateful for where you are, it makes it like kind of like a brushes off your shoulder kind of thing when you do accomplish great things, because you do have that potential. And you need to remember that you're not always going to be maybe happy with your body or where you look like, and maybe you have areas of your body that you want to work on. But as a person in your headspace, you need to get comfortable with who you are. And that goes in with discovering yourself and discovering what things you like and discovering what things make you happy and what things bring you joy in your life. And it's not as simple as digging into, what you want to look like as a person or as a body, but it goes much deeper than that. It goes into digging deep to who you want to be as a person and how you want to love yourself and how you can do things that bring you joy and make you love yourself even more, no matter where you are in your journey, whether you're just beginning. And I learned this lesson the hard way, because I've talked about it before, that I wasn't happy in my own body, but I wasn't happy in my own mind. So when I started the journey, I wasn't focused on the right things, and I really, really struggled hard in the beginning because I wasn't focused on those things. I wasn't focused on improving myself as a person and improving myself, mentally, working on my mindset. That I was like, oh, I want to lose this weight, I want to look like this. I had an ideal body. I wasn't flexible. I really got down on myself if I didn't accomplish the hefty goals that I had set for myself. So this goes with mindset, and this goes with your overall like tone of your journey, right? Like, you don't want the overall tone of your journey to be setting goals just for what your body can accomplish, and then if you don't hit them, then you feel like, what's the point? But if you set goals that have to do with mind and body, and maybe even that has to do with spiritually, maybe that has to do with like meditating or reflecting, and or doing like a gratitude journal, or waking up in the morning and writing a list of three things you're grateful for, and putting it somewhere where you can see it, whether that's on the refrigerator, whether that's on your bathroom mirror. Maybe that's giving yourself compliments. I really like my eyes, I really like my ability to do this, I really like that I have patience, I really like that I'm a good mom, and I really like that I'm consistent. Things like that. The things that have nothing to do with what your body looks like, and more to do with where you are in your headspace. Like, you always want to be improving in all aspects, whether that's emotionally, whether that's physically, and whether that's mentally, because those things come together and they help you get the results that you want. This is one of the reasons that I love Shaun T as a trainer, because he makes you work on all those things. He makes you dig deeper and not just push and challenge what your body can do, but push and challenge what your mind can do, what you're telling yourself, how you're speaking to yourself, the tone you're using when you are talking to yourself, whether you are talking to yourself in a positive way or whether you are mentally punishing yourself because you didn't accomplish something that you had set for yourself. That's, that is so important, and that is going to help you stay consistent. It's going to help your results stay sustainable. I can tell you from experience, and I hope that this saves you from making the same mistakes that I did, that when you're on this journey, especially when you're starting, even if you don't like what your body looks like, make sure to set out with a positive intention and a positive way of speaking to yourself. Does that mean you're going to be positive Patty all the time? Absolutely not. You're going to have moments of self-doubt. We all do. We're human. We make mistakes. We're not going to hit every single goal that we set for ourselves. So we may try. And as long as you give it your best in all aspects, mentally, emotionally, physically, that's it. All you can do is your best. And if you continue to give your best, you're going to improve and you're going to progress. And that is the point and the results that you want. When you make your transformation physically, it's amazing. But when you start to see the transformations that you're making in just your mindset, the way you're feeling about yourself, the way you're talking about yourself, if you make positive changes to your mindset, you're going to notice how much more positive your life is. You're going to perceive certain situations that maybe before, when you were in an old mindset that surrounded itself with this negativity, talking down to yourself, you're going to be able to get past the initial feelings of, wow, this sucks, or I can't believe I couldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to rephrase it to, I didn't accomplish this, but that gives me something to work towards. So, for example, this week I'm doing a 7-day program called Sean Week. And it's only 7 days, and I've done it before. But I am telling you that today I was so proud of myself. And I really hope that you all have these moments, because we were in a squat, and we were holding a squat. We had done lunges, squats, and it was holding weights. And we had just done 14 pulsing squats. And then Sean tells us on the last one, okay, now hold it. My quads were screaming. They were screaming. I was literally oh my gosh, this is so hard. And then I'm like, you know what? No, I listened to Sean's words. I listened to him tell me I could do it. And then I convinced myself, I can do this. And no, I didn't last the whole time. That he asked us to stay down in that squat. But I lasted longer than what I initially thought I could, because I rephrased my negative thoughts, because I can't tell you, I don't even know how long he had us hold it. But I can't even tell you how many times in that, and I'm sure it was just a short period of time, I thought, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh my God, this hurts so bad. Oh my God, Sean's crazy. But I did it, and I gave it my best, and I pushed myself mentally and physically further than I thought I could when I started out. And this was towards the end of the workout. Then he throws out, hey, we're going to do an insanity warm-up. The insanity warm-up, it speaks to its name. I've never done the program, but in the future I will, and I think it's going to be one of those programs that's the same thing. It's going to challenge you, and it's going to make you really push. But what I love about it is that it doesn't just push you physically. Yes, these workouts are hard, they're going to burn, you're going to feel sore, but you're going to mentally push yourself and physically push yourself, and you're going to come out on the other end, and you're just going to be amazed at yourself. You're going to feel like $1 million because you did something that you never thought you could do. And maybe that's not today, maybe that's not next week, maybe that's not even next year, but you will get there. I can tell you, I've done Sean Week. This is probably my 4th or 5th time, and I was able to push myself, but I still struggled, and that's totally okay, because when you're struggling, you're learning and you're progressing, you're improving, you're making yourself a better version of you. And in the end, that is our end goal. right? You want to be the best, well-rounded, optimal version of yourself. And that may take years. It will take years because you won't stop. This is a lifestyle. This is not something that ever ends. This is something you're going to do forever. And it should be sustainable. And that's the beauty of it, because you're always going to be learning, you're always going to be progressing, you're always going to be getting better. And as long as you stay in a positive headspace, you're going to achieve so many things that you never in your entire life thought that you could do. Did I ever think that I would be able to hold weights, do a burpee and a push-up, and then get back up? Nope. Not at 266 pounds, I didn't. Not when I was in high school and struggling to even do suicide laps during volleyball practice or during run a mile during gym. Never in my life did I think I would be able to do that. But you know what? I did it. And I've done it more than once. And I'll continue to do it because it's something that pushes me and it's something that makes me improve. It makes me learn lessons and it makes me a positive person. And I can pat myself on the back for it, because every single person should be able to pat themselves on the back for something that they've done, even if it was the smallest victory. Celebrate it and let it teach you and let it continue to ripple, and you will start doing it more and more. And the more you appreciate things, the more things will come to you, and the more things you'll earn, and the better you'll get. And you'll just be an all-around better version of yourself. And that, my friends, is the end goal. So much for tuning in today and sharing this time with me. Please stay tuned for future episodes and check out my podcast.